As you know, BCTV and the Bedford Buzz is all about the Bedford community and events that bring us together. Tonight we're lucky enough to be down here at the Sportsplex for BeBold's third annual Duckin Dodge event. If we're lucky, we'll get to talk to organizers of the event, some board members, participants, and we'll find out why this is BeBold's biggest fundraising event of the year and what they aim to do in our community about drug and alcohol awareness and what we can do to prevent it. Now we're here with Kyle Winston. He's the executive director of BeBold. Kyle, thanks for being here tonight. Tell us about, this is the third annual Duckin Dodge event. Tell us what your goals are in this event and what you hope to do.
So this event is really all about fundraising and awareness. At the beginning, it was really just about awareness to try to bring as many community partners and students alike to find out more about what we do here at BeBold. But it's turned into actually a pretty successful fundraiser, and this year we've raised over $4,000 for the first time.
And what are some of your goals as the organization of BeBold? What are your biggest aims?
So what we do is we raise funds to provide scholarships for Bedford youth that are at risk. So instead of making a choice to use drugs or alcohol, we give them options to choose different healthy, safe activities of their choosing. So what we do is I work closely with the social workers in the town of Bedford in the school district. They identify kids that may need services or may need to get into activities, whether it's a summer camp, an intersession activity, or after-school basketball lessons. Trying to find things that the kids are passionate about and that they'll get involved with instead of getting involved with drugs or alcohol.
That fixing the problem before it starts, I know scientifically that's the best way to go about this. We just met Maggie Fox, this year's recipient of the scholarship. Can you tell us who that scholarship's named for and a little bit about the history?
Yes, so the Jim Scanlon Scholarship, Memorial Scholarship, we hand out every single year, and it's for a Bedford high school senior entering college. And we're really focusing on those that are entering the field that can help with drug and alcohol prevention. So nursing, doctors, psychology. Our award winner this year, Maggie Fox, is actually going to Brown. And her speech was all about stigma and the stigmas that we have. And I truly believe the stigma is the biggest thing that's preventing a lot of what we do, especially in a town like Bedford where there are no worries, everyone is well off, and things are great. No one wants to break the stigma to say that I have a problem, my child has a problem, and we need help. Her speech was really moving about how we can break those stigmas and what she's going to do in the future to break those stigmas herself.
Thanks so much, Kyle. You think you'll be back here next year for the fourth annual?
Absolutely, it's going to be bigger and better next year.
I'm here with Maggie Fox, the recipient of the Jim Scanlon Scholarship winner this year for BeBold. Maggie, tell us what it means to you to earn this scholarship.
It really means a lot, and I'm super honored to earn this scholarship. I've done a lot with BeBold through NAMI and through Mrs. Bennett at the high school, and it truly means a lot to be able to just kind of see what I've done actually be put to use in a way that I've fully seen it come to fruition. So it truly means a lot.
And what are your plans for next year? Where are you headed?
Next year I'm going to Brown University to play Division I softball.
That's awesome. Congratulations on both things, Maggie.
Thank you.
And now we're here with Kelly Cohen, a unique perspective as both a parent, a board member, and a sponsor of the event. Yeah. Kelly, tell us, why did you join BeBold Cause a few years ago?
Absolutely. So I live in Bedford. I have two children. They were smaller at the time when I joined the board, about 6-ish years ago. And it was important for me to be involved in an organization that really strived to discuss prevention of drugs and alcohol and addiction, and what does that look like, and how do I as a parent have those conversations. And I found BeBold, and I knew that this was something that I could get behind and our family could be part of, and it would be a wonderful way for the community to get involved.
It seems clear that this event meets all of those goals. Why does your company choose to support this event?
Right, so I think that it's like almost not only important, it's necessary and it's required as a business owner in town. You have an obligation to do right by the people that are choosing to do business with you, right? So it's important that I do what I can and my team does what we can to give back to the community that supports us, right? And this is an organization that helps bring people together, helps people know that they have a community that is behind them. So when they're going through something and they feel isolated or they feel alone, there's a team of people in this town to be there for them.
I think you explained it all so well, but BeBold is such a well-known entity in our town. When we see the signs, when we see the fundraisers going around, what do you want people to know about BeBold? What's the number one thing you want them to recognize?
That we're here for everybody, that we are a supportive organization, whatever resources you need, whether you're a child, whether you're a teen, whether you're in high school, college, you're a parent, you're a grandparent. If you need help with having conversations, awareness, education about drugs and alcohol prevention and knowledge or resources, if you find yourself needing those, we're here for everybody.
So you encourage individuals just to reach out. Someone struggling, has a loved one, they can just contact you.
Any board member, we have connections, we have people we can collaborate with to find whatever resources anybody needs, we've got you.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for your time and your efforts. Much appreciated. Now we're here with Ryan Cohen. We thought it's important to get an athlete perspective. Ryan, tell me, what are you doing here today? Are you an athlete out on the court?
Yeah, I'm playing dodgeball.
How's it gone so far? Any wins?
Yeah, we're 2-0.
Congratulations. Did you beat some adult teams?
Yep. And a one kid team.
Way to go.
Yep.
I know you're going to be out there in a minute. I'm sure you know about BeBold. We actually got to talk to your mom earlier tonight about her work as a board member. What do you understand about the BeBold message?
Yeah, so I like how to keep kids, teenagers away from drugs and alcohol, and like focusing on like sports and like athletics and like hobbies that they enjoy.
Great. I feel like a lot of the messages I heard tonight is about like making smart choices. Yeah. What does that mean to you at your age? What's it mean to make smart choices?
Like, if someone offers you something, you want to make like the smart choice. Like, think if you have anything like coming up, or like sports games that you could be suspended from. Just like making the right decision on that's best for you.
I heard someone went to a school and said, whenever you're feeling bad, imagine your life 10 years from now and get excited. Yep. And that might make a difference. Is that something you've ever thought about?
Yeah, great thought.
Well, thanks for being here, and good luck out there. Go get them.
Thank you.
All right, now we're here with Sean, admittedly younger brother. Do you have a team out there today too?
Yeah, I have some of my friends playing with me.
Have you played your brother's team?
No, I'm kind of scared actually.
I don't know. I think you could get them. So obviously, a ton of people here today to talk about drug awareness and prevention. Tell me, what do you know about BeBold, and what do you think they're trying to get kids in our town to understand?
That BeBold is like a good cause and community that like it prevents like drugs and alcohol from like young kids, teenagers, college students, anyone really about doing drugs and stuff.
One message I've heard tonight is that our community wants to help anyone at all times. Where do you go to school?
McKelvey Intermediate School.
And do you feel like there are people who support you? Do you feel like there are people who you can go to and talk to?
Oh yeah.
It's nice being here and watching you and your friends have a good time. You know what I want? I want you to beat your brother's team. Can you make that happen?
Oh yeah, yeah. If we do play them, it's probably in like the semifinals or championship, so we'll beat them.
Well, let's go. Be bold. Let's make it happen. Now I'm here with Paul Spera, DEA agent, and Mike Fournier, superintendent. Paul, you gave a really nice talk to open up the event. And one thing that I think struck people is this idea that one pill can kill. We heard Maggie Fox, this year's recipient winner, talk about how there's no more times of experimentation. Can you expand on that idea?
Yeah, so an event like this is about raising awareness of the dangers, what we see. So experimentation is a thing of the past as it relates to drug use. What we're seeing in the United States is the influx of beyond dangerous, actually deadly drugs that contain fentanyl. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid, okay, which has all but replaced a drug like heroin, and it is being placed into the drug stream, illicit drug stream, okay, in an effort to drive addiction and increase profits for these organizations that are pushing this poison. And so what we as Americans have to understand is we are not going to seize our way out of this. We have to raise awareness. We have to have hard conversations with both our youth and the parents of them to educate them on how to make the youth aware. That is the only way that we're going to be able to alleviate and get rid of this horrific crisis.
You mentioned we as Americans. I know we're here in New Hampshire. This is an event in New Hampshire. We like to think we're safe. Where and how are we seeing this affect people who live here in New Hampshire?
The state of New Hampshire is not immune from this at all. Last year in 2023, there were over 480 overdose deaths. The overwhelming majority of those are directly attributed to the synthetic opioid fentanyl that we just discussed. It is prevalent. It is in every city and town within this country and within this state. And we are working day and night to combat the organizations trafficking it. We're seizing it. We're seizing it at record rates. We're seizing it in all regions of the country. But again, what we need to do is educate the public and make them aware that this is out there in an effort to turn our public, our community members away from using this stuff.
Thanks so much, Paul. Mike, I know you're a board member and you work very closely with BeBold. What are your goals for BeBold communication and what they aim to do in our community?
Yeah, it's a great question, Molly. So really, awareness is very important, and working with people like Paul, so important. And I think over the past several years we've had BeBold, it's actually really been helpful. So this year, the 2023 results came out from the Youth Risk Behavior Survey. The CDC puts that out. Bedford high school students take that, and actually drug use and misuse is down among Bedford students. It hasn't gone away, it's still an issue. So events like this that are fun, that we can get people in to have some fun out here with dodgeball, but also give them a really good message is really important to me. I love our kids. I want them to be happy and healthy and productive, but they need to know what's going on out there, and I want their parents to know too.
I have to say, there's a 7th grade soccer team that's volunteering tonight as the referees, and I was watching their faces as Paul spoke at the beginning, and I thought, this is how you do it. Now they're out there having a great time. Big question, I'm sure you heard, 6th graders beat the police department. Will we survive as a town?
I don't know, these kids have great arms. You go in, I go into the schools and I see these kids and I'm like, I don't know what we're feeding them, but they're looking great. I love these kids. So I love the community. We have great families, and I just want to make sure that our kids grow up happy, healthy, drug-free, substance-free, and I'm very grateful for people like Paul, the DEA, the Bedford Police Department, and all the people around that are all in this together. So thank you.
Cliche, but it takes a village.
It takes a village.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Well, the event is wrapping up. As you can tell, things have got increasingly competitive from the sounds around me. But truly, this has been a one-of-a-kind community event. Just dozens of businesses who have donated their time and their money to be here to raise money for BeBold. A lot of fun, a lot of talk about the real reasons BeBold exists, and an overall great event.